Dragon Ball. In Dragon Ball, the main character, Son Goku, is arguably the most famous character inspired by the Monkey King. He has a monkey tail, uses a flying cloud, and fights with a magic staff that can extend. Throughout the Dragon Ball series, Goku's role evolves from a young carefree boy with a love for adventure into Earth's greatest defender and a legendary warrior in the universe. Saiyuki. In Saiyuki, Goku is one of the main characters and part of a group of heroes. He is depicted as a young-looking, energetic boy. His usual outfit consists of simple clothing with a headband or coronet that suppresses his true power. This series is a reinterpretation of The Journey to the West, the novel where the myth of Sun Wukong originally came from. This manga reinterprets the journey in a more modern and darker setting. The story of the series is around the past of the four characters, Genzo Sanzahoshi, Son Goku, Shagojo, and Chohakai, and the search for the sutras, sacred texts that preserve the origins of the world. The mission of the group is to stop the resurrection of the powerful demon king sealed 500 years earlier by the gods, Gyumao, Naruto. In the Naruto series, the character that is inspired by Wukong is Emma. Emma is the main summon of the herd Hokage. He is a summonable monkey lord who can transform into a powerful staff, and his strength is characteristic of Wukong's own legendary powers. The four-tailed beast is also inspired by Wukong, and in fact is named Goku. It uses a lava, earth, and fire release as a reference to the volcanic origin of the Monkey King. Monkey Typhoon. In Monkey Typhoon, Goku is depicted as a young, energetic robot with a humanoid appearance, characterized by his playful and adventurous personality. Goku's role in this manga revolves around his journey across a post-apocalyptic world in search of the Destiny Scrolls, which are believed to have the power to change the fate of the world. The God of High School. This is a South Korean webtoon which was later adapted into an anime series. The story centers around a high school martial arts tournament where students from across South Korea compete to determine the strongest fighter. Jin Mori is the main protagonist of the series. He is introduced as an exceptionally talented martial artist specializing in the style known as Renewal Taekwondo. Jin is cheerful, competitive, and incredibly strong for his age. As the story progresses, it is revealed that Jin Mori is not just an ordinary human, but the reincarnation of Sun Wukong, the legendary Monkey King. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. In this generation of Pokemon, a fire fighting type Pokemon is introduced with a monkey appearance. The name of this Pokemon is Infernape. He is the final evolution of Chimchar, evolving from Monferno starting at level 36. Infernape resembles a humanoid monkey with a fiery crown of flames on its head, symbolizing the fiery and combative nature of the Monkey King. Digimon Fusion Battles. In this saga of the Digimon franchise, a cyborg humanoid monkey Digimon is introduced. His name is Gokumon and is designed as a homage to the legend of Sun Wukong. His unique blend of traditional martial arts and cybernetic features makes him a standout character within the Digimon universe. Nanbaka. The story of this manga revolves around four inmates, Jugo, Uno, Rock, and Nico, who are housed in the world's most secure prison, the Nanba prison. The series is a blend of comedy, action, and a bit of drama, focusing on the humorous and absurd situations the characters find themselves in. Samon Goku, the character inspired by the myth, is one of the key supporting characters in the series. He is the warden of Building 7 and one of the supervisors responsible for keeping the inmates in check. He has a monkey-like traits and fights using martial arts, which are a nod to the legendary figure. RWBT. RWBT is an American animated web series. The series is set in a world of Remnant, where young people train to become hunters and huntresses to protect the world from monstrous creatures. The show combines elements of fantasy, action, and adventure with a strong emphasis on character development and relationships. In this series, Sun Wukong is a young, handsome guy with blonde hair and a monkey tail. He wields a staff that can split into nunchucks with attached shotguns. He has unique ability that allows him to create clones of himself to assist in combat, further enhancing his versatility in battle. Soul Calibur V. In this Japanese fighting game, there is a young character named Shiba. He is a martial artist from China, wielding a long staff which is similar to the magical staff used by Sun Wukong. His design also reminds us of the playful Monkey King. Shiba embarks on a journey to seek out the legendary sword Soul Edge, driven by a sense of adventure and a desire to prove himself. He is also the spiritual successor of Kilik in the Soul series. League of Legends. In League of Legends, Wukong is a member of the Vestaya, a race of chimeric beings with animal and human traits, hailing from the Shimon tribe in the jungles of Ionia. Wukong was a mischievous warrior seeking strength and purpose. He found a mentor in Master Yi, who taught him the Wuji martial arts. Through his training, Wukong became the Monkey King, wielding a mystical staff that can change size and shape. He now fights to protect his home and uphold the values of Wuju. Smite. In Smite, Sun Wukong is a melee warrior. He is a highly versatile god with a unique kit of abilities that allows him to be both tanky and deal substantial damage. His abilities reflect his mythological roots, including transformations into animals, summoning clouds, and wielding a magic staff that extends. Dota 2. In Dota 2, the Monkey King can transform into objects, create clones, and unleash a powerful ultimate called Wukong's Command, summoning a circle of warrior clones to fight alongside him. Heroes of Newerth. Heroes of Newerth is another MOBA game with a character that is inspired by the Monkey King. The character in this game is similar to the character in the other MOBA, with the only difference that in this game Wukong has a role of a carry or damage dealer. Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth Wukong is a great reinterpretation of the Journey to the West developed by Game Science. It can be considered as a sequel to the original novel. The story of this game takes place after Sun Wukong has been sealed away after his refusal to remain in the Celestial Court. However, just right before the sealing, he managed to split his power into 6 relics that are scattered and hidden all across China. Centuries after, the monkeys of the Mount Huaguo sent out a young warrior, the Destined One, to recover those relics in order to ascend and become the new Monkey King. SonSon. SonSon is a side-scrolling action platformer video game developed by Capcom. Originally released in 1984, the game is loosely based on the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West, with the main character SonSon being a representation of Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. This character also made an appearance in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes, where the granddaughter of the original SonSon takes up the mantle as a fighter in the crossover game, Enslaved Odyssey to the West. In this action-adventure game released in 2010, the game draws again inspiration from Journey to the West, with Monkey being a modern reimagination of Sun Wukong. However, the setting and narrative have been drastically altered to fit the dystopian sci-fi context. The themes of the game explore the relationship between technology and humanity, freedom and control, and the struggle for survival in a hostile world. The story follows Monkey and Trip, 2 characters who form an uneasy alliance to survive. Monkey, a strong and agile warrior, is captured by slavers at the start of the game. He is freed by Trip, a technologically skilled young woman, who places a slave headband on him, forcing him to help her to return home. The headband links Monkey's life to Trip's, meaning that if she dies, he dies too, creating a unique bond between the 2 characters. Unruly Heroes. Unruly Heroes is an action-adventure platformer game released in January 2019. The game is inspired by the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West. In this game, all the main characters of the novel are present and playable. The game is highly praised for its stunning hand-drawn art style, vibrant animations, and fluid combat mechanics. Warriors Orochi. Warriors Orochi is a crossover series combining characters from the Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors franchises. The series introduces characters from other mythological and historical backgrounds, including Sun Wukong. In the Warriors Orochi storyline, Sun Wukong is initially an antagonist serving under Orochi, the game's primary villain. However, he eventually sees his mistake and switches sides to fight alongside the heroes. His narrative arc reflects themes of redemption and loyalty as he chooses to fight for a greater good and after realizing Orochi's true intentions. Oriental Legends. Oriental Legends is a classic arcade beat-em-up game released in 1997. The game is heavily inspired by the Chinese novel Journey to the West and features characters and settings based on this legendary tale. This became a popular arcade title, especially in East Asia, due to its engaging gameplay and the rich cultural references it brought to life. It remains a beloved classic in a beat-em-up genre, Final Fantasy IX. In Final Fantasy IX, the main male character is inspired by Sun Wukong. Zidane Tribal is his name, and he is a playful and energetic thief with a monkey tail. Proceeding in the game, we will discover that he can transform into a humanoid monkey in his transform, and we will find out that he is from a different planet. This can be considered a little reminder of Wukong's non-mortal being. Another feature that unites him to Wukong is the enlightenment or the rediscovery of himself that we can clearly see after the party visit the planet where Zidane is born. Monkey King, Hero is Back. Monkey King Hero is Back is a 2015 Chinese 3D animated fantasy movie. It is based on the legendary monkey. The movie begins with Sun Wukong, the once invincible Monkey King, imprisoned in a cave after angering the gods. The story picks up when a young boy named Liu Er accidentally stumbles upon the cave and frees the Monkey King. Though initially reluctant, Wukong finds himself thrust back into action as he and Liu Er must work together to protect the human world from a demon invasion. The success of the film led to creation of a PS4 game adaptation, Journey to the West. In 1986, CCTV released a series inspired by the classic novel of Wu Cheng-en. This series is widely regarded as one of the most faithful and beloved adaptations to the classic novel and is aired in 2 parts, with the first part being broadcast in 1986 and the second part in 1999. Nowadays, the series may be very trash if you want to watch it. Everything was so bad if we confront it with whatever American series of that period. The only thing that was great was the interpretation of the actors. The series became so popular that CCTV aired it every year, just like Dragonball in some other countries, Italy for example. A Chinese Odyssey. A Chinese Odyssey is a 2-part Hong Kong movie series released in 1995, starring Stephen Chow, one of the most famous Chinese comic actor and movie directors. The movies are loosely based on Chinese classic novel Journey to the West, but they take a highly comedic and romantic approach, blending slapstick humor with elements of fantasy drama and time travel. The Forbidden Kingdom. The Forbidden Kingdom is a 2008 martial arts fantasy movie directed by Rob Minkoff. It is notable for being the first movie to feature both Jet Li and Jackie Chan, 2 of the most iconic martial artists in cinema. In this movie, Jet Li takes the role of the Monkey King, who has been imprisoned by the evil Jade Warlord. Journey to the West, Conquering the Demons. Journey to the West, Conquering the Demons is a 2013 Chinese fantasy comedy movie directed by Stephen Chow. The movie is set in ancient China and serves as a prequel to the original Journey to the West story. It follows a young monk, Tang Sangzang, who is on a mission to rid the world of demons and to promote peace. Of course, Sun Wukong is also present in this movie, but this time he is not the main character. The New Legends of Monkey. The New Legends of Monkey is a television series that first premiered on Netflix in 2018. The show is a modern reimagination of the classic Chinese novel, but it is tailored for a younger audience with a blend of action, adventure, and fantasy.